Hello, everyone. This is Gia, and this is Parent Voices Unfiltered. So, I am so glad to have you all join us today for our live panel discussion. Just waiting for our guests to request to join the live. Leanne. So, everyone, if you could just be patient and we'll start our live in just a couple minutes once we have everyone come in to join us. So, I'm super excited about Parent Voices Unfiltered. This is like a really great space for all of our Parent Voices members and parents to join and talk about some really interesting and important topics as parents, advocates, and community members. And so I'm really, super excited to present different things that are really important for our parents out there in the community. And I'm just like wanting to say hello to everyone that is joining the live. And so I'm just really glad that everyone can join and talk with us. You can leave your comments in the chat, and you can also ask, ask questions. So just waiting for Leanne to request to join the live. So, just as I'm waiting for her to request the live, so I'm, I'm a parent. I'm a parent of four, and I'm also an advocacy writer for Parent Voices, and I try to really highlight different things, the work that Parent Voices is doing, and also some of the work of our parents in the community as members. And so I just want to say thank you to them for sharing with us their stories and how they see themselves as advocates in the community. And so I just want to continue to encourage, the parents to, talk with the parent leaders, to talk with the organizers about different things that are really important for them in understanding public policies. And we had an awesome retreat not too long ago. That was really awesome for us to come up with different recommendations to present to the assembly members, and why it's so important to utilize our voices for social change and for child care and the fulfillment of our family needs. So I am really happy with the work that Parent Voices is doing. I'm just checking out the chat and the comments to see who's joined, and waiting for Leanne. I hope that she's able to request to join the live. thank you everyone for being patient as we just wait for our guests to come in. Let's see. Leanne, if you could, hi Leanne, if you could request to join the live and we can get ready to start. Hi Leanne, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hopefully.
It's coming in and out though, so I'm thinking that.
Hold on. Let me fix it. Give me a second.
I'm sorry, I do have my camera turned vertically.
Okay. Hold on. I am trying to get all situated. All right. So I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can see me all good.
Yes. Do you mind? Are you able to turn your camera? You see how? Are you able for it to be horizontal? Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me, Leanne? Oh no. Maybe her signal. Okay, so I'll wait for her to hit join. Hi, Leanne.
Oh, I cannot. I don't know what is going on or see anything. I don't know if you guys can hear or see me.
I can. I'm so sorry. I know that it's like really crazy. Yeah, it's okay. Sorry. And super cool.
Just be better if I relocate.
Okay, so is that better? I know, I'm so sorry. I know I can't really hear you. I'm so sorry because I know that this is like a really exciting live, but it's like I can see you on the screen, but I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. But I can't hear you. Should I? maybe I'll stop. Maybe I'll just I don't know. I'm
Oh
trying to.
wait, was I muted?
Oh yeah. Okay,
Oh
there.
my God, I was muted this whole time. I don't know how the heck I muted myself, but I guess maybe I just came on muted. Oh my
Do
gosh.
you? Okay. Do you mind turning your camera to horizontal so I can?
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us
Of
today.
course.
I'm excited to have you back on the Parent Voices Unfiltered.
I'm definitely super excited to be here. I've brought so many fun little things to hopefully go over with the parents that are here online with us today. I was super excited just to even get the request to do this because I literally love like crafts and do it yourself little projects. I'm always doing stuff around the house and like gardening activities and like all kinds of fun little things. So like being able to sit in and like kind of help with this, I was like, yes, totally, I got this.
Great. I know I'm super excited too. I know like our topic this month is family and holiday fun, like DIY style. So I just, wanted to talk about some things for families, for our families to think about during this holiday season and present some really nice, activities and things that we can do, like with our kids or things that are really nice to like decorate our places with. So let's get started. Um, so, do you want to introduce yourself? I know you've been on the live before, but
Yeah.
there's no. Um,
Yeah, totally. So my name is Leanne Acree. I am from our San Joaquin County here in California. I'm part of our Parent Voices chapter here in Stockton. I am our parent lead. So we are just getting our Parent Voices team started and up and going. But I've been involved with Parent Voices for maybe about a year now, give or take some. But it's been an amazing journey so far, and I literally love everything about it. I love the people. I love the vibes you get getting to meet everybody and everything like that. Like it's just truly amazing. But I'm Leanne, and I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So yeah, so we're talking about family and holiday fun, and with us being advocates, we also, understand like, kind of the challenges of like some families they meet in meeting family needs and post pandemic, everyone is like really trying to, do get back to regular life and think about doing different nice fun things with their families. And so I know we want to mention the child tax credit that is actually very beneficial to many families out there during the pandemic and post-pandemic. So we want to encourage the families that are eligible for the child tax credit to, um, they can look more into making sure they receive their credit and they can also check out the information on our newsletter. We have instructions on how they can qualify for the child tax credit. So I wanted to make sure our families know about that. Um, and then also the PEBT. Are you familiar with like, do you know about the PEBT for the kids, the school age kids?
Yes, definitely. I received the pandemic EBT literally one disbursement of funds like 2 years ago. And ever since then, like my son's been homeschooled. He just barely went back to school this school year. I decided to keep him in. And so we did kind of receive it that one time, but I never received anything else like after the one disbursement. And it was very helpful. I was very thankful for it. But after that first time, I was like, oh, maybe that's it.
I know the PEBT has been very beneficial in providing food benefits for those kids and also kids under, the younger children to
Yeah.
have access to food resources. So um, that's been beneficial during the pandemic. Are do you have any thoughts about um, like holidays? Like I always try to really think of like certain things that would be helpful for families, like holiday resources, like um, different things in the community. Like, are you
Yeah.
with the resources in your area?
Definitely, yes. No, yes. So in our area, I know we've already been publicizing, toy drives for Christmas. Like we have bike drives going on. We also have food distributions and stuff for Thanksgiving coming up as well. I honestly actually have a list up at my desk right now of different stuff that's going to be happening within the next month and a half-ish or so. I love to keep stuff like that on hand only because, I happen to give that information out a lot more than I ever thought that I would. I've been noticing, with a lot of people going back to work and everything like that, people are still in need of a lot of resources. People are still in need of that help. So I definitely have always tried to maybe have some kind of, a bag full of tricks kind of at my desk, basically. And I do know, like, we do, like I mentioned, we do have the toy drives coming up, and we have one going through, I believe, our Chick-fil-A. We have one going through, I believe, our fire department. And then I know we have multiple food drives going through, some of our elementary schools, and then also, our food banks and everything as well throughout our county. So that's always super helpful for parents to know about as well.
Yes, definitely. I I also am really big also in like checking in with community resources. I know First Five is like really great about helping families, and so people can contact their local First Five. Also, let's see. I think also even the I also like to utilize the local library. They have
Mhm.
nice events and things for the kids. So I try to um, my kids.
Definitely.
So um, so that's really important.
I'm glitching.
And then also like okay, so with the holidays coming up, we have the school breaks. So
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and Christmas are coming up, holiday breaks, and so what are some of your thoughts about like holiday breaks and camps and childcare? Like that's really big for parents coming up the next couple months.
No, yes, definitely. It is a big concern. I have a lot of parents who are a little concerned on what they're going to do for their daycare services for these times off. Because, some providers, they have their days off, you know. Some providers may just happen to be closed or sick. Then I know, just since it's the holiday season, it can get very difficult to find that care, that person to step in for you. Me personally, I do know of like my son, he attends his after school program through his school, and they offer like fall break camps and spring break camps. Also, same thing with summer camps as well through their after school program. So I know that's been something that I've utilized a lot with my son, just because I don't have very many people to step in and say, hey, it's okay, go ahead, you can go work, go do what you got to do, I'll watch your kid. No, I don't have that. So I've always had to utilize some other public resource to be able to get childcare for my child. Sorry, my phone's being strange.
I know
But
it.
mhm.
Go ahead.
Oh no, no, yeah, sorry. My phone keeps glitching, so I'm like I can't tell.
Oh, no, I think no, that's awesome. I've also utilized like community resources, like um, they have like the city, they have like the city school, like the camps, like you know,
Hmm.
city they do have like a rec center, like where
Yes.
like I sent my daughter to like volleyball camp,
Oh,
and she
nice. Yes.
enjoys things like that, volleyball camp or like teen camp. They have like some
Hmm.
really wonderful things for the kids to do during break, and I think it's really actually affordable. It's like really affordable for the service that they provide, and they're typically like really nice. And so I think
Hmm.
I always try to like promote if people want their kids to be involved in like doing something like a sports camp or work on different skills. Those are also really great resources too.
No, definitely. I know here in our county we do have, I believe, don't quote me now. I do believe it's the Oasis Center here. And they actually offer a one-time payment of $10. You can utilize their library, you can utilize their gym, their pool. They have like a whole bunch. It's like a nice community center that I guess they recently did here. I know they do like food distributions and toy giveaways and stuff as well. I always see them a lot out here in our county, in the San Joaquin County as well. So I mean, there's always some kind of community um, gathering place that always has something going on that's relatable to a certain age group. I don't ever want to just say one specific age group because it always does vary with each location. But if you're looking, it's always you can always find something. And I always know if people dial our 211 lines as well, if people dial 211, you can easily locate community resources to help you through this as well. So that's also something to keep in mind. Even though you may not know something off of the top of your head now, it's not impossible to find those answers. You could always reach out to somebody or a phone line or an email, and I believe even text now. And you can find locations on where you can take your children for different community resources.
Yes, most definitely. So I think, yeah, for myself, just preparing for the holiday break, and also a big thing is like staying healthy, like um, during this crazy like season, beautiful, crazy, happy season,
No, yeah,
and just promoting, families taking care and still, being mindful of like post-pandemic COVID. Like, I think those things are really important. I'm trying to really have like a self-care, family self-care plan for like me and my kids, where we're just like focusing on different things, like you know, staying healthy, exercising. Like, I like to do different things like family yoga. So it's like a lot of, it's a lot of different things happening post pandemic, whether it's like really beautiful things, people getting back together, but also just making sure people are like really staying healthy. Like, um,
definitely.
what are some ways that you try to stay healthy?
It's actually been quite a journey trying to keep up on staying healthy just with time wise, you know. Our family is normally very athletic. Like my child, he loves to skateboard. We love to go on hikes. But now that it's getting cold, you always have to throw all that stuff aside. Any outdoor activities that you were doing are now just put on hold because I don't know about you guys, but it's freezing here. Every time I step outside, I get that gust of cool wind, and I'm like, okay, run back inside right
Yeah.
now because it's just too cold. My son, on the other hand, he doesn't feel the cold, but yeah, we love to. My son and we do sit ups inside. My son likes to have push up competitions, so he's awesome. But he'll out push up me, and we do little stretches. We'll do like arm circles forward and back, basic little stretches to help get our blood flowing and stuff, because again, I mean, it's cold. The best way to keep yourself warm is to get your blood flowing through your veins. So, doing jumping jacks. We love to jump rope as well. So I'm trying to get him into doing the whole double dutch thing, but that's not going well yet. But he loves, like the little fast ropes. They're awesome. And we actually started roller skating all together. So we've been finding like our local roller rinks. So I know like there's one in Sacramento we go to. We have one here in our county, kind of near our highway patrol area. And there's just like little places you pay like a small little fee of like $5 to $10 depending on the night, or if there's an event going on or something like that. And we'll skate all night until like 1 or 2 in the morning, and then we'll just go home and relax. No, yeah, and it's amazing. There's tons of kids, and I'm talking about these kids are out skating me. I've never seen some of the stuff like it. I'm like, oh, it's amazing. It's such a great atmosphere. There's music going, it totally brings like that old roller rink vibe that everyone is still like kind of craving. It's
Yeah.
great. It's literally great. And so it's a great way to exercise. Let me see, what else do we like to do? I mean, we have like 4 dogs, so we take our dogs on walks and stuff like that as well. We can't avoid that. So having animals is always kind of our big kind of way to get out of the house, is because we got to go take care of them, take them out, and make sure that they're safe, basically. So that always helps us kind of stay active. And then we're always kind of taking trips to the beach as well. Like we really love to just all jump in the car with the family, and we'll go and sit at like I think our favorite is Ocean Beach in San Francisco. We always go and sit on Ocean Beach. We'll do a little bonfire, and we'll just sit there and just take in the air, the aromas from the ocean, and listen to the sounds. It's really, really good for your mental health. And honestly, like every time I come back from like literally just sitting next to a fire on the beach, I literally feel just so much better. It feels like, I could have a million bills to pay and still have to go shopping and fill up my fridge. But if I go sit next to that bonfire for 5 minutes next to the ocean, things are going to be okay whenever I come back. Like, that's just what I feel like.
That is awesome. I love to hear all those beautiful, nice things. Um, I think the roller skating is actually something that I don't know, maybe I want to get in the roller. I think that,
Yes.
and I think those are awesome ways to stay healthy and do like really fun things with our kids and our family. So I definitely think those are wonderful ideas. So, um, so with our topic being family and holiday fun, um, I'm interested to like talk more about like what does the holidays mean for you and your family?
Our biggest thing is coming together, especially like throughout COVID and stuff. We kind of stopped gathering, like even as families, because of our older family members and stuff like that. So being able to come back together and sit around a table, or even in the same living room together again, is so amazing. And then just being able to share all that good food again, like, oh my goodness, being able just to come together, bring your dish, of whatever your choice is, and share and trade with everybody else at your, like, whatever dinner you may be doing, is probably the best things that we look forward to. Just those good wholehearted conversations with people who actually care and who are actually listening. You really need your families, like in times like this. And so I definitely, when over COVID, it was very hard for me because I'm a very sociable person. I love to talk, I love to communicate, I love to hug. So it's just like throughout that whole period, 2 to 3 years basically, I was just kind of sitting on my couch, just, eating turkey by myself,
Oh,
cutting the ham and just like, oh, where's
I,
my cousin? Where's my, So it definitely was a stressor, but definitely being able to come back, it feels almost unbelievable. It feels like the love is so much stronger because we had like that much time away from each other. We weren't really able to sit around a table together. There was a time when they were like limiting how many people you can sit in a household together. So it's like when you have big families and you really want to socialize with everybody, that makes it really hard emotionally and mentally on people. So just that good conversation and all the good foods. That's our favorite things to look forward to, literally, for each holiday season.
wow. I think I feel the same exact way. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, you know, I like also enjoy the holidays and like the good food and spending time with family. And so I am really actually excited to be able to be around like more family and I think also just like for myself, like making those um, holiday dinners like for like me and my kids and how like wonderful that feels for me to like actually have certain traditions that I'm starting, like
Yeah.
for my family and also just honoring some of the other beautiful traditions that we have, like, with other family members. And it feels like really great to be able to get, back together and enjoy it and talk about those really nice times too. And
No, yeah.
still be difficult, but I think I think for the most part, most families are really thankful right now and are trying to stay healthy and do nice things. And so um, I think for for you and I, we're really excited about being able to present these wonderful ideas and things that we're doing with our families to the other Parent Voices members and other people that tune into our live. And so I thought it would be really awesome for us to think of like the holidays and what types of like activities that we do with our kids or um, that we think are actually important for people to think about during this time. So I don't know if do you want to present your DIY activity? I think this is a really great way to think of certain things that we can do during the holiday breaks with our kids, or if you're really into like holiday decor, um, some really awesome ideas that you can like do home and have fun with it. I'm actually really into those types of things too, and so um, I am excited to see what you were able to come up with.
Yes, no, I literally love it. Like I literally just started with one little DIY, little arts and crafts, because I seen it literally on a little TikTok video, and I was like, I have to do this with my son. It's literally the cutest thing. Like, and it's good for all ages because even myself, I had a ton of fun just making my little my example. Like, I was just so excited. But then after I did that one, you can come in. No, yeah, you can go ahead and come in. I'm just doing a little video chat real quick.
Oh,
Okay, here, let me go ahead and 20 minutes. Go ahead. I'm just going to relocate over here. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
So I just am so excited because after I did this first project, I just couldn't stop. I literally did so many more. And so I kind of did a few Christmas ones, Christmas themed, wintry ones. And then I also did a couple fall ones. So I don't know what you want me to start out with, but maybe I'll start with the fall ones. So for my first fall one, I'll go ahead and do my first one. I decided to do, well, I kind of named it The Colors of Fall Stained Glass Window. And so
Oh,
basically what I did, I went to my local R&R center and I was able to use our die cut machines and stuff. But you can also do this with if you were just to cut out certain shapes in like construction paper and stuff as well. So basically what I was able to do, I was able to cut a cute little pumpkin out of just a piece of regular cardstock. So this is just kind of my first one. I was able to kind of make it look just like this,
okay.
completely clear and just like this. And then after I was able to get, that little middle pumpkin piece out, I was just able to use some clear packaging tape to basically create like a window kind of look to it. So basically what you want to do with this is you just want to layer that masking tape over the top of this so that
Okay.
one side is still sticky. And
Okay.
so with that sticky side, that's when all the fun comes. Like this was the best part. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a little difficult layering the tape on there, but I've heard that there's also like tape pages that I would have just been able to put this paper onto, but I didn't even have that. Like, so I was just like, what do I have in my cabinet? So I totally went to go grab my masking tape and I was able to layer this. I did probably about 6 large pieces all the way down my paper. And then I was able to gather a whole bunch of basically any fall leaves, basically. So I went outside. It's raining right now here, so I had to literally dry these off. But I was able to collect all these little leaves out and I was able to use them for multiple little projects. So I took those leaves and I was able to stick them onto the sticky side of the tape. And so as
Um,
you get a little closer, you kind of see all the fall colors of the fall leaves all
oh,
imprinted on here.
that's
And so
really,
it's literally the cutest thing. And whenever you put it up against a window or whenever you just like, put it up against some light, oh my gosh, it literally looks so good. Like even just, oh, you can barely see it. But I don't know if you can see it. It's so far away. But it
I,
looks so good. And so I was able to just kind of
I
stick all these leaves
love
on
her.
here randomly.
All those
And
fall colors
it's
and
just
leaves.
so festive. And so I definitely had so much fun doing this one. Like I will do this again and again with different shapes, with different color leaves, everything. Like I loved it. This one was so fun. And I literally did it all with just random stuff I had, around the house. And then plus it was fun going out and stomping around in puddles and finding dry leaves and stuff like that too. So you still kind of get a little bit of exercise while you're doing that part. Then, if we wanted to, I do have another little activity that we did do. There's a whole bunch of like little fun activities that you can do with your dry leaves. My favorite has always been ever since I was younger is the leaf press and print with the crayons.
Oh,
So
that's
you can take your crayons on a piece of white paper and you place your leaf underneath the paper and you literally just take the crayon So you're able to see like the cutest little like leaf prints. They look, that red one looks the best, I think. But even like this little green one, it's so cute. You get to see like all the little veins of the leaves. Like that one's really fun to do as well. And it's really good for the younger kids who aren't really good at, maybe their hand-eye coordination yet. This is just an easy one for them to go ahead and just color over all the papers. And then, oh my gosh, look, you got a little magical leaf popping out of there. So this one's so much fun. And then my last one that I decided to do here was, well, okay, maybe second to the last fall activity. I made some apple cores.
Oh, oh, that's so
So these are so fun. I don't know if you can see them very well,
cute.
but with these, I did 3 popsicle sticks, a little pipe cleaner for a little stem up here, and I just cut out some construction paper to make our apples. And I just kind of did some random little jiggly jaggly edges, with some scissors, and I just kind of like put it together. I did hot glue my popsicle sticks to each side of the paper. So down here I put a line of hot glue and I put a line of hot glue here. So it would stay more sturdy than using like, Elmer's glue or like double-sided sticky tape or anything like that. I did find hot glue was the easiest one to use. And so you can make them however thick you want. I was thinking about adding a 4th popsicle stick on here. It would have been a little nicer, I think. But even just like these ones, they're super cute if you wanted to do like a bobbing for apples fun little game. And you can make these after for a fun decoration or something like this. I totally just loved it. And everyone's so used to seeing pumpkins. So I was like, why not throw some apple in there?
Awesome. Those are really awesome, great ideas, and I think I want to try I really like the pumpkin with the leaves. I think that's actually really a great idea to like utilize like the fall leaves. That's like really nice. So I think you came up with some really awesome ideas. I'm super excited that you came up with some really nice holiday festive ideas to share with our parents. Um, so um, so I did a couple of things like with my kids that I just wanted to share, just coming up with different DIY activities. Actually, have my kids do these really just simple holiday Thanksgiving cards. So I have this here. It's like a really special. I have them. I gave them some paint, and I traced their hands, just like a typical like Thanksgiving gobble gobble activity. So I have them make these nice cards for my family for the holidays. And so I just have different cards that they made that we're gonna share with our family to tell them Happy Thanksgiving. And so I have these are from the twins and my daughter Denny. So just different holiday cards that they came up with. Just just something really sweet to tell them Happy Thanksgiving. So that was something that we just recently did, and then I also have my daughter who's she's a teen and she's also an artist, and so I said we all just did this activity as a family and said, okay, well, think of something that's like holiday festive. And so she came up with this really beautiful art project that I wanted to share with you all. So this is what we did for our DIY art holiday project.
I literally love it. Did you guys do like a paint night or is that on a canvas?
Did Um, and so that was one activity that we did, and then also just to kind of like think of different things. Like I like to utilize mason jars too. I don't have it here with me, like it's actually over there. I don't, but I have like I have a small jar that I put that me and my kids came up with different self care things, like that we'll have a self care night for art, or that we'll do self care like we'll have a nail polish night, or we'll watch a movie. And so I created this jar and I had them put different activities that they want to do. And each week we've been trying to just do one activity um, to, like, just different family fun things. And so um, those are some things that I just create, like DIY, like things that you can do like for yourself. You can create like a box and do different things like to like celebrate your family, or think of different ways to like store your pictures, or just thinking of different creative things that you can find around the house that's like very easy to do and easy to make. And so I think I have like I have a couple resources that I also post with the live, but I think those are just fun ways to think of, getting really creative and having fun. And I think also I saw online they have like with the mason jars you can actually create like snow globes, and I'm really like into different things like that. So it's just like a whole bunch of different fun projects that like we're hoping like the families can really be interested in, that they can do at home. And so I think you've presented some really great ideas.
No, yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for having me on here. I had so much fun doing these activities myself. So I really hope that a lot of people want to try some of this stuff out, because there's so like you can turn nothing into something, and it can be so much fun. Whether it's an old stocking and you're decorating it for Christmas with glitter glue and googly eyes, who knows? Or whether it's going to pick up a dry leaves off the floor outside to make your pretty stained glass window. And I also literally love mason jars. We like putting tissue paper on them with Mod Podge, and we'll decorate them with like googly eyes and like make cute little characters, or like we'll turn them into vases or all kinds of fun stuff too. Like I'm a big mason jar fiend. Like I love them. Little baby food jars too. Like oh,
Lights inside. I didn't. I did. Create night lights for my daughter. We did a party and we created with mason jars. We created like night lights where we put LED in, so
yeah.
she could have it like by her bed, and she could still have a light in her room. Um, so just different things like you can come up with, and like we decorated with different colored tissue paper. Just cut out different paper,
Yeah.
paste it onto the mason jars. Just
No, yeah. Just to
um,
kind of spruce it up a little bit, to brighten it up, so it's just not a clear glass thing anymore. Like you can do so much. It's a blank canvas basically, so you can turn it into whatever you can imagine. I've seen a lot of people turn them into like little lanterns, or like little glow bug things, or like little fun stuff like that. Like, or you can even turn them into like a little plant. Some people do like a plant jar. They'll put a little bit of dirt and some pebbles in there and put like a little moss thing in there and spray it every now and then. Then now you got a whole little plant ecosystem in there. Like, you can do so much with literally nothing. It's just all you have to do is put a little thought into it sometimes. Just kind of think
I
outside of the box.
love it. I think You have to come back on and we'll do some more, present some more activities like in the very near future. I think we came up with some really actually cool ideas, and so I know that live is we have like we have a few minutes, so I wanted to just bring up that I'm so happy that you joined us today, and that we want to just talk about some parent voices updates. Um, so we have our newsletter, which a lot of our parents are on the mailing list, and so you can look out for those newsletters coming out each month with different advocacy updates and public policy updates, as well as different resources that we have for our parents. So make sure that you subscribe to our newsletter. Um, and then also, we're just also encouraging our families to join us on social media. And I know that uh, we're really happy to have our parents, you know, advocating online, you know, talking about their work in parent voices. And so we just want to continue to encourage those wonderful things. And do you have any thoughts about just any parent voices updates? Anything from your chapter that you would like us to know?
No, not yet. I know, well, we did recently for our San Joaquin County chapter. We did recently do a get together and we did have a dinner. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it that night, but we did have a group of, about 20 people come down and we all had dinner and we were able to discuss, voting. Because, yesterday was the last day to submit your ballots and everything like that. So before we were able to sit everybody down and we were able to kind of talk about, each person and each bill and everything like that. So everyone who was sitting at our table knew what they were reading, what they would maybe potentially be voting for and stuff like that. So they weren't going into it so blind. At least so maybe they kind of had the motivation to want to try and vote, because a lot of that kind of comes from not having enough knowledge to vote on what is actually right for you. So we did end up sitting down a lot of our parent voices people before it was time to submit ballots, and we did kind of educate them, and that was just super nice. So we're super super excited. I am going to have to send over some lists of names and stuff because I would love to include them in on our mail-in lists and stuff as well, because that would be so important for them to stay updated so they can get more further involved in with it, because the more people we have to make an active change, the better. The more voices heard, the better. So there's no point in stopping now. We just got to keep growing.
Excellent. I think that's wonderful, and we do, you know, we've been doing more things in person with like our chapter meetings and different events for Parent Voices. So we have a lot to look forward to. And with that, we have the upcoming January budget from the governor, and we're really still, focused on the family fee waivers and like increasing the provider rates. We're really big on trying to make sure our providers are being paid like the optimal payments for the care that they provide. And so just reminding our parents out there about the upcoming January budget and advocacy for the family fees and provider rates. Um, I think also we did have our retreat, and we talked about some policy recommendations, and so um, always focus on the child care and the advocacy, provider rates, and just really promoting our parents to present um, their, the needs that they understand for their families and how it's important for us to continue to understand those things. And I just, want to say thank you so much for your awesome work that you're doing in your chapter and for being an awesome guest on our Parent Voices Unfiltered. And I just want to quickly also just mention um, Real Life with Gia. I have the column for our newsletter, and so I just want to continue to like encourage people to share their stories and their ideas with me. So if you're, watching the live, feel free to. You can also contact me or follow me on social media at Poetic Gia on Instagram. And I'm always looking forward to hearing the strength and the parents' advocacy and understanding more about how I can also help their voices be heard. Do you have any final thoughts, Leanne?
Um, no, I think you just about covered it. I think that's about it. I just again want to say thank you again so much for inviting me on here. I had so much fun planning this and putting everything together, and I just can't wait to see maybe some of the final products of any of the arts and crafts some of these parents actually try. Maybe we can have some people submit some of their art projects. Maybe we can see some, final projects. I would love to, honestly.
Awesome. I know, actually, that will be really great. So I'll talk more with you further. Maybe we can come up with something where we check in with the parents to see if they come up with any more DIY activities that they want to share. We can post some things on our social media. So thank you so much, and um, thank you all for watching Parent Voices Unfiltered, and we will see you all next month. Thank you. Thank you, Leanne.